Yeah, so already we've got some nice scenery, nice trail. This is supposed to be relatively new, for what I understand. I'm not exactly sure on the specifics, but it's a relatively new section that they got finished, and it's nice. So far so good. I'm only about, I don't know, quarter of a mile, half a mile into it, but it's pretty sweet. Heading down towards the Buffalo River now, I'm assuming. I'm guessing. We'll walk along here a little bit, but not going to see the big bluffs like at the upper section, but I'm sure there will be some bluffs of some sort. We'll check them out. But alright, got about, I don't know, 2 hours of daylight. I'm going to try to find a place to set up here in about an hour, hour and a half, just so I can kind of chill at camp for a little while. But yeah, alright, not to bore you too much, I'm gonna keep moving. See you in a bit. So I was walking along by this little creek, and of course I walk right up on some more turkeys, but they ran off up the hill that way, and there's no way I'm gonna be able to get any video of them. But man, it's just such a cool little area. Little bitty creek going down here, dropping off the bluff right there at the end. Everything's getting green and lush. All kinds of cool little bluffs and rocks and stuff all over up there. I'll try to zoom in a second. But yeah, this is something else. Wish I could have got those turkeys. Elusive little buggers, them turkeys. You know how that is. Alright, I'm gonna keep moving. Down here back on the water, on the river, and man, it's just like river cane. This stuff, like bamboo, but river cane, everywhere. Everywhere. It's kind of like bushwhacking through it almost. But it's kind of cool because it makes the trail really, really neat. You feel like you're walking in this maze of green bamboo. It's really kind of cool. I think I'm working my way up to this bluff, where I'm probably going to set up for the night, just because I feel like setting up kind of early. But I don't know, there's a bunch of great places all throughout here to, if you're a hammock camper, man, nothing but trees. That's pretty nice. I didn't bring my hammock on this trip because it's going to be a little bit cold for my hammock comfort level. But I don't know, let's see what's up here a little ways further and get a good place to set up the notch. Hey, a blaze, alright, it's about 3.5 miles in. That's the second blaze I've seen in about 3.5 miles. I might need to get some more of those up, but at least I know I'm on the right path. Alrighty, moving on, heading to Highway 14. Alright, so I believe this is Spring Creek, flowing into the Buffalo. Really pretty little area down here. So far this is an awesome trail. Great scenery. Not too difficult, not a lot of ups and downs. I've only really gone down, but I'm thinking I'm gonna head back up so it'll focus right up there on the top of that ridge. I think is where I'm gonna shoot for a campsite, but I don't know, man, there's so many nice places. And there's water here, but I got plenty of water right now, so I don't know, I'm gonna keep hiking. See what reveals itself a little bit further. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so I've come across some nice stone stairwork going up here. Good job. Like that. Makes these ascents much, much better. Yeah, these are beauts. Oh, my back and legs are thanking you. I thank you. Alright, moving on, just past that creek crossing. Went through some more bamboo, river cane, what have you. And now I'm going up to this bluff, which I want to say is Red Bluff. I may be totally wrong. I'm really not exactly sure. But I'm going to try to camp up there on top tonight. Might be a little colder, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Beautiful trail though, this section. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Alright, put it in first gear, get up this hill, catch you at the top. Alright, so I made it to the top of the bluff, which I'm thinking is Red Bluff, I'm not real sure. But there's a cool little overlook, little clearing. Sun is just going down. I'm sure that's really, really bright. But Buffalo River down below us. Stand out on this rock. Pretty awesome. It winds down that way. It's pretty rocky up here. Nowhere good for a tent. Kind of wish I brought the hammock. It's not that cold either, but I'm gonna keep moving. Try to find a place to set up before it gets dark. But yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Glad I came out here. Just about bailed on myself and said, nope, I'm gonna stay at home. But I'm glad I got out here. Aren't we all when we finally get out into the woods? It's just so much better. Alrighty, I'm gonna keep moving, try to find a place to set camp. Talk at you in a minute. Morning campers, Saturday morning. About 8 o'clock in the morning. It's about 44 degrees-ish, maybe 42. Sun's coming up over the hill there. And I didn't get off the trail till late last night. After dark again. Had to tromp around with the headlamp to try to find something relatively flat to set up the tent. And I got something pretty good. Had a pretty good little setup last night. Clear skies, no wind. I only think it got down to like 38. But man, tons of awesome places to set up a hammock if you're a hanger. Tons of places. But if you're a tent camper, there is like nowhere really. And I've got a really small tent, but it was like rocky and all these thorny, spiny underbrush grow everywhere, and there's tons of cactus all over the place. And with the Neo Air and the new tent, I didn't want to mess with it, so I kind of had to hunt around and get away from that. But I found a cool place up here on the ridge, and I'm getting ready to make some coffee and oatmeal, and I got all kinds of time to kill, so I'm probably gonna just kind of piddle around camp a little bit and get situated and start walking in a couple hours. But this is a great trail, really cool, really scenic. I mean, it's nice. This eastern section of the Buffalo River Trail is a sleeper. I mean, it's really cool. But yeah, there's the setup. So maybe in a minute I'll shoot some video making breakfast, how I set it up, and I guess maybe I got time, I might do a video of just the gear that I brought on this quick overnighter. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'll catch up with you later. Alright, so this is a pretty typical breakfast setup for me. In the winter, in the summer, shoulder seasons, all that. I usually do just coffee and like oatmeal and like gorp or something in the morning. So I thought I'd do a little video on, while I'm sitting here, how I go about it. So here I've got my alcohol stove. Yeah, I've got some fuel in it. I'm going to go ahead and light that. And as soon as that blooms, I'll get my water right here. It's probably just about 2 cups. And what I'm going to do is boil enough water to do my oatmeal, which takes about a 1/2 cup. And the rest is going to be for another cup of coffee, which I've got set up right there. I got my coffee filter, my grounds inside, the Montbell drip in my Thai mug, ready to go. And for oatmeal, I don't know if anybody's tried this stuff, but this, I think it's Quaker something fruit medleys. Not real sure, but man, it's awesome. Way better than the cheap instant, you know, maple brown sugar original, you know, gross ones like that. These have like fruit and stuff in it, and it's hearty. It's like a larger serving. And what I like to do with these is pour that into my trusty old Sierra cup. This is a beast, a stainless steel heavy one, but I love these things. These are great. I want to pick one of these up out of titanium. But anyway, you can just dump your oatmeal in there and then add the water, and you know, or you can cook right on your stove with this. You know, boil up a 1/2 cup of water, pour the oatmeal in, I should say, stir it all around, and you're ready to go. You can eat right out of that. So we'll get to that in a second. Got heat coming off of that. Good deal. Okay, and then Gorp, you know, everybody's got Gorp. I picked this up on the way out of town last night. I like it. You know, sometimes I'll do like a Pop-Tart. Sometimes I'll make up like a juice or something. But for this trip, you know, it was just overnight. It was so quick. I decided just to go pretty light, not eat a whole bunch. So, alright, I'm going to cut out here for a second and let that water boil, and then get the oatmeal going right after it. Hopefully I'll still have enough fuel I can just switch from this pot to this one without dying out. I don't know, we'll see. You never know. It's a variable. Alright, well, I'll catch up with you in a second. Alright, so water is to a boil now. Almost so. I'm going to give it just a second longer. And I decided what I'm going to do is pour the water, my 1/2 cup, into my oatmeal, and then use the rest for the coffee. And then have some Gorp in there too, and that's pretty much breakfast. Pretty alright. Sitting out here, nice sun's out, not a cloud in the sky. Chance of rain, I guess, this evening, but doesn't look like it right now. It's awesome. Really, really awesome. Just sitting here in my compact chair, comfy cozy. Got the old notcheroo sitting pretty. And alright, here we go. I think my gas just cooked on me. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Now, take my trusty thing here. It's probably plenty. Got a little bit going here. GSI Minimalist. Probably going to swap that out for like a 600 or 700 mil titanium. I got a new idea for a cook system. It's coming up. I gotta get some pieces, but put a little more splash in the oatmeal. Give that a mix up. Yeah, that way I can boil one serving of water and get both of my morning cravings out of the way with it. Yeah, stove's out. MSR folding spork. I like this one because it's long. You can get into freezer bags with it, but it folds. So I can store it in my cook system. And when I get that bigger pot, it'll store even better. But it works with the system I have right now. But yeah, I mean, man, this oatmeal is just unreal. It's like super duper hearty. You could eat 2 of those and you'd probably be, you know, pretty full. I usually don't eat a lot in the morning anyway, so I don't want to shock my system and pig out too much. This is actually probably more than I eat at home in the morning. Oops, get out of there. Leaves. Freeloader. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. Check this oatmeal out. I mean, it's not going to focus on me, but man, it's just super hearty, berries and everything in there. It's good. Good stuff. Got a little more water left. Another cool thing about using a filter in here is you can rinse it all down to the bottom and then pack that filter up and throw it in your trash bag. You're done. Go ahead and top that off. Alright, that's it. Breakfast. Bon appetit. Till we meet again. Cactus like this all over the place, and a lot of it's really, really small. You can barely see it. It's all over the ground. Oh wow. Came across a nice little overlook, stretching out. Buffalo River down below. There was a paddler downstream. Probably going where I'm going. Real nice, starting to cloud up, the wind's picking up. I don't know about that rain, just might happen. But, I think I'm gonna stop here and have a little water. Maybe eat a little gorp. Really nice. Everything's starting to bloom, and it's green and white and red and all the springtime colors. Is pretty cool. I like being out here this time of year. Plane going overhead. Some nice bluffs over there in the background. Yeah, it's cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna take a break and then continue on. I came upon this awesome bluff up here, climbing this brutal hill, bunch of switchbacks through a rock garden, and then run this ridge up. It's crazy, but this bluff is awesome. It's like you could totally camp out in there. All kinds of nice rocks and stuff everywhere. It's cool. This hill is a beast. I don't know what it is, what it's called, but I'm climbing. Alright, well, I'm going to keep moving. Alright, so here's another great big view of the river. Just a huge panorama. It's really wide out here. It goes off that way. There's a nice big clearing. Trailhead's up there. Nice big clearing, kind of flat. People have camped here. There's a fire ring right there. But it sure is wide open. Probably the better place for tents you're going to find that I've seen. I don't see any cactus either, so that's a good thing. But yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think I'm only a mile and a half maybe from Highway 14 bridge, so I'm going to keep trucking along. Alright, so here I am, Dillards Ferry. There's the Highway 14 bridge. Buffalo River is down here to my right. Can just make it out right there. I'm actually about an hour early, so I'm going to go get some water down there at the river and filter it and make myself some coffee. But great trip, great trail. Really, really nice trail. And look forward to getting the whole trip from Boxley all the way to here. I think that would be awesome. There goes some paddlers. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have any questions or comments? Feel free to leave them. Alright, happy spring. Take care.